of this guy right here.
And the jab is not as underutilized a weapon as it was in MMA, say 5 or 7 years ago, but he's got as good a jab as anyone in the business, and that is where all of his striking flows off of. We'll see how it goes for him in this matchup tonight. Well, we probably trot out the term well-rounded in modern-day mixed martial arts more than we should, but this fighter certainly fits the bill.
Oh, 110%. He can do everything inside the octagon. Where he is most comfortable is inside of that 8-sided structure where most men are terrified of being. But for this gentleman, he only wants to be there. When you try to wrestle him, he's able to defend takedowns. If you dare stand and strike with him, he can knock you out. He's got all the tools necessary to become a UFC champion.
His first martial art, mixed martial arts, and that's not always the case. He believes that he...
Gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. When the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Dan Mergliata. And now, this is the moment you've all been waiting for. Live from the sold-out O2 Arena in London, England, it's time! 5 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a kickboxer, making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 165 pounds. Fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, Assassin. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 14 wins, 4 losses. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds. Fighting out of Busan, South Korea, the Korean Superboy, Ho Choi.
All right, come into the rules of the locker room. I want you to obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times. I want a nice, clean, safe fight. Touch gloves, go back to your corners, come out fighting.
They touch gloves, and we are underway. Right, so here we go with the start of round 1. I can tell how excited you are for this matchup. Seems to be a striking advantage on one side, but maybe not.
This is a big-time fight. It feels like a big moment for both of these guys' careers. Who is going to be able to implement their game plan the best in this matchup between these two big-time athletes?
Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by this gentleman.
Straight right hand now, just misses.
Big head kick lands. That's a big strike right there.
And he landed the right hand there.
Look at him chopping the wood. Chop the wood with those leg kicks.
These guys throwing early. Continues to mix it up, going to the head, mixing in some body shots. Oh, how good is this? 1 minute into the fight, and we got a full-on brawl.
These guys said that they were going to point to the center of the octagon and they were going to fight. Did I believe them? No. So right now, I am so wrong. They are doing exactly what they said.
Yeah, shades of Max Holloway against Ricardo Lamas back in the day. Trying to establish that jab once again.
Big punch lands over the top. How's he going to follow this one up?
Try to establish that jab. Nice jab by him there. He's going nose hunting tonight, huh?
Yeah, he's great with the jab. And not only as a setup, he really is trying to get damage off every time he throws this punch.
Able to check that kick as well. Oh, slips and rips. He's got the body on a swivel tonight.
Big kick. Watch knees to the body.
Oh, really good job by him there to raise the guard, DC, and block those shots coming his way.
He does a great job of blocking all incoming strikes. That one snuck in. Nice strike.
And they separate.
Beautiful leg kick throw.
Out of range with that one. Lands a glancing right hand upstairs. So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. Went for the inside leg kick.
Good stick.
And they separate.
Ooh, head kick lands, he's hurt.
Again, he's looking for that left, it's not there. Just out of range with the big right hand.
He's very tricky when he throws that body kick.
Blocks the shot. Choi gets absolutely melted by that head kick. Oh, spinning back fist. He didn't telegraph that one at all. Man, he's just got a great feel for the striking realm early in this one.
The timing is on point. He's doing a great job of mixing everything up. Big kick lands.
Good body work with that hook by Choi. Just misses with the jab.
Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
Throwing that jab, no good. Oh, he lands another strike to the body. He just continues to punish his opponent's midsection here in this round. Effective jab there by the Korean Superboy. A little single collar tie there.
Big leg kick lands.
The Korean Superboy gets hit by that kick to the body. Just missing on the high kick there.
Great one, my strikes.
All right, let's check out some of the action now from that previous round, and he really kept finding a home for those kicks.
Yeah, and why would you change it? If your opponent is not going to check, if he's going to stand there and he's not on his toes and he's stationary, you keep driving those kicks into his thighs, into his body, until he makes some sort of adjustment.
Take a seat. Deep breath. Breathe. Take a drink. All right, here we go. Listen, you're doing absolutely awesome. I want you to...
All right, second round is underway. Your thoughts on what we saw over the first 5 minutes?
I saw a very competitive round, a very strategic. Expect these guys to really pick it up as we go forward in this fight.
Oh, he's got it going tonight. Beautiful combination of strikes there by Choi.
Ooh, what a punch.
Choi's uppercut is blocked. Looked like for a minute he had a window there. It closed quickly. Well, that nose isn't going to be able to take too many more as he doubles up on the jab there.
So good.
Shot of the fight thus far. How's his opponent still standing?
I mean, I have no idea. This fight is supposed to be over. It might not be over now, but it's got to be over very soon.
Slips the punch nicely there. Effective punch there by Choi.
Look at how he turns his hip into that leg kick.
Oh, that's a good right hand. Oh, and there's another leg kick for good measure. So doing a really good job with that weapon here tonight. And if you're trying to slow your opponent down, mission accomplished so far.
When you can land that many leg kicks, you start to affect the movement. You start to affect the hands. Everything changes when you're blasting someone over and over and over with leg kicks, and you start to see the damage, not only in the legs, but in the facial expression of his opponent.
Just out of range with that strike.
Oh, nice right hand. Big kick lands.
Oh, he he tags him with the straight hand there. Nice job by Choi. Well, he continues to do a nice job here defensively, protecting the head and sort of maybe letting his opponent gas out a little bit with all the volume.
His opponent sees the target, but he can't get to the target. So he'll continue to throw, and he'll continue to wear on his own gas tank.
Well, he's been pretty accurate tonight. He's landed some significant strikes, but his corner's looking for him to mix it up a little bit more and just throw more volume.
Because they don't see too much of a threat. This guy has to have confidence in knowing that when he extends his combinations, he's still safe, but he's also going to be able to land. He's got to be finding that confidence in his mind that all the reps in the training room are going to pay off.
Nice connection with a punch there. It's hard to recall a time in the past that his boxing looked this sharp.
He's never looked this good.
He blocks the punch. Oh, he's wearing it now, bleeding from his cheek. Well, he's really picked up the pace here in round two. Much more aggressive now here and starting to find himself in the pocket.
He's throwing every part of himself into these big leg kicks.
All right, keep pushing forward. Let's go.
Flush right hand is true. The Korean Superboy gets hit with a kick.
Nice straight punch.
Choi gets hit by that leg kick.
He is throwing a fast, straight, hard jab. That's not a feeler jab. That's one that's really knocking the head back.
Much improved defensively as he blocks the shot. Oh, big roundhouse attempt, just misses.
Nice punch lands over the top.
All right, he'll engage in a single collar tie, and they separate. Choi gets stung by that leg kick. Right on the button. Oh, man, another leg kick lands right on the button, causing a lot of damage to the legs of his opponent, who hasn't mustered anything up in terms of an appropriate defense.
He's got to check. Maybe he can catch one of those kicks to turn it into a takedown. He just needs to do something. For me, I would try to get close. Just not allow him to gauge range to throw leg kicks. If you're chest to chest, there is no kicks. Get close to your opponent. Take that kick away from him.
Checks the leg kick. And that's the end of round number two.
Nice work. Your cardio is sick.
All right, so there's the horn signifying the end of the round. A stunner there with the head strike midway through. Nearly got him out of there for good.
Almost got him out of there. He hurt him badly. He had his opponent hurt real bad. Now his opponent's walking back to his corner. Everybody looks confused. They don't know what they're supposed to do to try to change the way that this fight is going.
All right, so back-to-back entertaining rounds. We'll see how it goes in this round. We'll see which corner sort of maximize those 60 seconds on the strike.
This is what happens when you get two very skilled, very evenly matched fighters coming together. Nobody has really taken a lead in this fight. Let's see who does it going into the next round.
Oh, well done moving the head there to slip that left hand.
Nice punch there. Look at him working at trying to shut the liver down.
Well, he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down tonight. He continues to connect on a high volume of strikes here. Well, when you're dealing with a cut like that, it may not be long before it starts to impact the breathing. Not a good spot to be in here.
Over and over, he's landing these big body kicks. Oh, big punch lands.
Punch coming, it's blocked. Oh, beautiful straight right hand. Swing and a miss by Choi. And both fighters exchange in the pocket. Pretty good right hand. Now connects with a right. Throws a big right hand, but doesn't find its home.
Big punch lands.
Straight right hand, no good. Got clipped with the right hand. Misses with the right hand.
Beautiful kick. Ooh, what a head kick.
Wow.
I mean, he's cutting them down to size with these beautiful leg kicks.
Oh, single collar tie here. Oh, he's landed a high number of total strikes here in the latter stages of this fight. He's really picked up the pace and landing far more strikes than he did in previous rounds.
Beautiful punch. Oh, big head kick.
Oh, yes, it is a lost art in mixed martial arts. Not just the jab, but the double jab.
I mean, a beautiful double jab. That thing's throwing right from the chin, too.
Oh, that right hand is on point. Single collar tie now. Hard shots landing on both sides here. And he connects there with a punch, so pretty good striking display by him thus far.
He throws everything so straight and so accurate.
Well, you didn't see a lot of the body work from him in the earlier rounds, but he's certainly getting after it here. Big shot to the body connects there. We'll see if he can follow it up.
Look at the turnover in that kick.
Timing his shots pretty well here early, DC.
He's doing a great job of mixing things up, keeping busy, being very accurate.
Nice leg kick there by the Korean Super Bowl.
Beautiful strike.
Oh, the cut on that cheek is only getting worse. His face is a mess.
Nice leg kick lands.
He's got a serious right punch, and he went to it effectively there.
It is his money shot, and he will continue to throw it until he finds a knockout.
All right, he engages in a single collar tie here.
Great punch.
Well, he has certainly found the range and staying pretty busy here on the feet.
He's being busy, but it's also the timing and the accuracy that's allowing him to land so many attacks.
Oh, he has landed a high volume of strikes in this round and really hasn't let up when it comes to his aggressiveness. The striking has been on point every step of the way. Careful to not gas out, but you gotta like the output here down the stretch.
Look at him drive his shin into his opponent's body with that body kick.
Oh, how about that? He lands a huge kick. Punch to the body. No good, it's blocked.
Big head kick lands.
That's 3 rounds in the can. We're headed to the championship rounds. All right, now we check out some of the action from that previous round, DC. How about the display of striking?
Just high level. I mean, you would think that we're watching a K1 level kickboxing match opposed to being in the UFC. Both displayed great technical skills, unbelievable striking.
All right, so the next round is underway. Will it be more of the same? And by that, I mean all of those strikes to the body. You gotta think at some point the opposition is gonna lower that guard or get finished.
And that's exactly what he is hoping for. All those great body shots, all that damage put on his opponent will force an opening up top where he will look to finish. Nice.
Well, just as he did in the previous round, Continuing to land a high number of strikes here, and he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down. Scary, scary proposition for the opponent. You wonder if the offensive fighter is going to start to get frustrated here. Most, if not all, of these shots are getting blocked.
They're getting blocked because he's fighting one of the best defensive fighters in the UFC. Head kick.
Oh, and he connects with a punch there, DC. You got to like what you're seeing thus far.
I mean, the speed at which he throws is crazy. Look at the whip action that comes from him throwing that kick.
His nose is all crooked, it's all beat up, it's bleeding. He got hurt bad. That nose looks broken.
Real quick leg kick.
Well, the left hook has been there at times, not that time. Misses with that punch. Damaging punch there.
Look at how he turns his hip over when he throws that kick.
And just inches away from landing one of those big right hands.
Liver kick, if you take those kicks, it's gonna shut your body off. Nice punch land.
Oh, he landed that knee to the midsection. Got to think his opponent's going to feel that one in the morning.
And he's going to continue to throw that strike because he knows that his opponent can't take many of them.
Pretty good straight punch there by Choi.
Nice job of hiding that head kick.
Oh, good combination.
Big kick lands.
Mixes it up nicely in terms of staying heavy and also staying active. Just over 2 minutes to go. Trying to kick the leg out.
All right, let's go. Let's get those hands going now.
Oh, that's a nice strike. Head kick.
Oh, well, you can't enter the pocket there unprotected. You got to figure out a way to get your guard up a little bit. Another kick lands to the head there. And let's see if he and his corner can make the proper adjustments defensively to avoid any further head kicks here in this fight. Right hand on point.
Nice head kick.
All right, single collar tie now.
Ooh, what a punch. He's in trouble. He's hurt bad.
Oh, he might be out. Oh! Just misses with the jab there. Punch to the body is blocked.
Big leg kick lands. Nice punch lands over the top.
How about that shin? And they separate. Misses with the left hook. Oh, nice jab up top by the Korean Superboy. Timely defense there, huge block for him. All right, so he lands a jab there, pretty nicely done, DC.
You can really control a fight just knowing how to fight behind your jab.
Oh, he hurt him bad with a jab.
Oh, that's a nice straight punch there.
Threw the punch, got to the target. You take more of these leg kicks, you will not be able to be very active on your feet. Great punch landed with so much power.
Mixing it up perfectly. I love what you're doing with your kicks. Keep those going. He's slowing down.
All right, now we take a look back at some of the action in that previous round, DC. A lot to like on both sides, really.
I mean, both were intent on going forward. And what happens when nobody wants to take a step back? They meet in the middle. That's exactly what they did and they both found success over the course of that round.
All right, next round is now underway. Hopefully the action continues at a high level. Pretty good first 5 minutes.
Pretty good first 5 minutes. Both of them can really pick it up. Let's see who decides they're going to lead the dance as we go forward.
Oh, the kickboxing chops on full display with that offering. Nicely done.
Beautiful kick landed by this man.
Choi's punch to the body rejected there by the defense. Nice job by the opponent.
Big punch lands through the middle.
Left hook counter. Oh, nice knee to the body for him there. Very nice. Well, he continues to do a nice job here defensively, protecting his head, raising the guard, and really frustrating the offensive fighter a little bit.
Lesson 1 in boxing class, hands up, chin down.
Well-placed kick there by Choi.
Powerful leg kick lands. Ooh, big shot lands.
Big power shot there. Oh, man, that cut not in a good place, and it's not getting any better. Oh, that's a hell of a kick right there. He told us Thursday that he was going to be kick-heavy tonight, and that is certainly a step in the right direction.
He is landing that strike. He's very effective with it.
Oh, that's clear, DC. He is hurt.
Massive hook lands, and his opponent seems to be on his way out of the fight.
Under 3 minutes now to go, round 5. All right, so a nice job there defensively to raise the guard and prevent any damage.
Those hands never leave where they're supposed to be, and if you do that, most times you will block the shot that's incoming. Good punch lands.
Oh, collar tie. Tried to go to the body, but unable to connect. Oh, and he caught the kick. Oh, body kick attempt here, it's no good. Lands with the right hand. All right, well, it's late in the fight. Time is of the essence, and when you're clearly losing and you know you need a finish, risk management goes out the window.
Oh, yeah, no more risk management. Either get knocked out or you knock him out. One way or the other, you're going to lose. You can lose by decision or you can lose by knockout. But at least when you go for the knockout, you give yourself a chance to try to find your shot. Look at him whip his hip into that kick.
Just out of range with that right hand. Oh, and he lands a knee to the body now, DC. Talk to us about that strike.
They suck so bad, especially when you're going forward. If you walk full speed to a knee to the body, it could end the night. This might be the biggest shot of this entire fight. He landed a massive hook to put his opponent on wobbly legs. Good punch.
Just missing on the uppercut there. Choi gets hit by that leg kick. You may want to start checking some of these. Clipped him with the right hand there. Strong defense here as the hook to the head is blocked.
You're good here, bro. Stay safe.
1 minute to go in the fight. Slips the punch.
Nice strike.
Trying to hammer that lead leg. "30 seconds now to go in the fight." Oh, I love the jab. I know you love the jab. That was a nice one.
It's my favorite punch in all the fight.
20 seconds now remain in the round.
Nice head kick.
And he lands a punch there. Pretty good connection by him.
Great connection. He's in a great flow right now.
Oh, man, his leg kicks are outstanding, and you saw a great example of that just there.
And you see his opponent starting to slow down. He cannot take many of those kicks.
What else can you say but what a fight? All right, so the fighters go the distance here tonight, but it went a whole lot better for one of them than the other. Talk us through the replays, champ.
Some decisions are different than others, and his striking really did separate him from the competition. He fought so well in the stand-up game that he should get a very easy decision.
Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score the contest 50-45. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, the